Good afternoon, everyone. Uh, Today, we are going to address some of the mostly frequently asked questions. We believe a lot of candidates were having difficulties in addressing one or two issues. So today with me is Labaran Yunusa, who is a very key strategic partner in this project. Also at the same time a facilitator, an academician at the same time. So Usman, I believe we have few questions that need to be answered so that the student will be able to understand that, okay, this is how I'm going to follow in order to address these key areas. Now, first of all, we have a lot of emails. Applicants are asking, how can I upload my passport? How can I download my admission letter? So please, we want to hear from you.
So I think first and foremost, good afternoon to all of you, and I believe congratulations are in order for a lot of you that have gotten into this program, albeit conditional or provisional for now, pending the completion of the main conditions, which is the upload of your passport and the completion of the mandatory digital literacy course. So, and as Abdul, my colleague here, has mentioned, we've realized that a lot of you do have issues around logging into the LMS, upload of your passport, and printing of your admission letter. So I think the first one I would like to address is the LMS, which is very, very important. So as for the LMS, I believe there's a link which is on the YouTube channel. You see it in the description of this video. It says LMS. So that is actually the correct LMS link. All other ones that you have received or gotten previously, please kindly disregard them and use what you have in the project description, right? So, and aside that, in there, we also have a Telegram group link. So kindly join if you're not a member of it, because information will mostly be passed across there and your fellow applicants can also help you. So, and I think Abdul, now that we've covered this, we can start from the most important one, passport. So if you've received an email, a congratulatory email for admission, there's a link in there that you click to go and upload your passport. So when you go there, ensure that you resize your passport to the right size before you upload it. I believe it's 100 kilobytes.
200
kilobytes.
Also, there's something very important for them to know. You see, a lot of them go to cyber cafe.
Yes.
To download their admission. So in the cyber cafe, you first of all have to log in to your email. Because if you allow the cyber cafe operator to download the admission for you using someone's email address, that means the name on the admission letter is not going to be your name.
Yes.
So first of all, make sure that your email address has been signed on the computer that is used in the cyber cafe. Then the email is open, because there are encryption, there are some keys that are attached to that email that was sent to you. So you have to log in to your own email before you can click on upload passport. Please, this is very important, because we have so many complaints where a lot have downloaded different admissions and the names on the admission is not their name. So these are the areas. So you have to download your admission via your email, not someone email. Please and please.
Right. So I think now that you've clarified that, so I think another important part is, as I was saying, you need to resize your picture to about 200 kilobytes.
Yes.
So there's so many websites that you can go to, small PDF, picture converter, so that you can compress your picture to the right size and upload. So please and please, that might be the reason why a lot of you cannot upload your pictures, because it's larger than 200 kilobytes.
Definitely.
So just go to Google, search picture compressor or picture size reducer. There's so many tools that you can use.
Not even that. They can use simple tools, snipping tools.
Snipping tools, yes, of course. It will also reduce
on
the
Windows
size.
computer.
Exactly.
So when you copy it, it will automatically shrink the size.
Yes. Yes.
So that is very helpful too.
Yes. So I think we have addressed this point quite sufficiently. So we can move on to the next important one, which is the download of the admission letter.
Yeah. Yes.
So for the admission letter, I believe in the email that they received, they all have a link in there that says print admission.
No, this is it. After the passport has been uploaded
Yes.
successfully, the system will automatically take you to the page that you will download your admission letter. So you
Yes.
don't have to go back to the email again. Make sure that your passport has been uploaded correctly. As soon as you uploaded the right size, the size of the picture, it will automatically take you back to a page where you can be able to download the admission letter.
Yes. So rightfully so, Abdul has clarified how you download this admission letter. So, but in case you still don't understand it or it hasn't gotten clear to you, on the same YouTube channel, just go to one of the videos. I believe the second or third video that was uploaded, it will be able to guide you. There's a short video about 1 minute 30 seconds that will guide you on how to upload your picture and also how to download the admission letter. So, and I think let's move on to the next step. After downloading your admission letter, what next? LMS, right?
Yes, LMS.
So that's the first point that I clarified. If all of you can remember, the LMS, all other previous links that you have, kindly disregard them. As long as it's not learn.baseuniversity.edu.ng. So I'll repeat it again: learn.baseuniversity.edu.ng. If you did not get that, the link is pasted in the description of this video. So once you access that link, you're going to use your registered email.
Yes.
Right, your registered email as your username, and also the default password,
1,
which
2,
is
3, 4, 5 in capital letter ideas.
Excellent.
Ideas.
So if you did not get that, the default password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I in capital, D in capital, E in capital, A in capital, and S in capital. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ideas, all in capital.
And also,
yes,
after you have signed into the portal, please don't forget, you need to reset your password, because this password has been shared across almost 40 to 50,000 individuals.
Yes.
So to secure your account, make sure that you use the reset passwords panels. That will help you to set your own password, so that somebody cannot just use your email address and the default password to get access to your dashboard, because this is very important. So make sure your password has been reset.
Yes.
So do you have questions from?
So I think well, after you have logged into the LMS, I think there's another step that you also need to do, which is go to, after you change your password, of course, you go to the curriculum tab and you start learning. You'll see all your topics there. They're broken down into so many smaller pieces. You can do your own self-learning too, of course. That is allowed. And then after you're done with all the 5 modules, you'll see another topic called final assessment. I repeat, final assessment. That is the assessment that you're meant to take. So you see it called final assessment. Once you go on there, there's only one option there. It says Ideas Emerging Technology Final Quiz. So once you click it, it will take you to a Google Forms where you start your assessment. There are 50 questions in there. For each and every one of you, it's 50 questions. Then random order, because we have a question bank where we have multiple and myriads of questions that it will select the 50 that you need to answer and give to you. It can come in any form.
Also, you need to clarify this. A lot were asking.
Yes.
After I have submitted the quiz, what next? What should I do next? So you need to clarify this so that they can understand what next.
Yes. So I think let me walk through the quiz process, then I'll clarify that.
Okay.
So once you go to this Google Forms, right, you go ahead and you answer your quiz. Of course, we've enabled it in such a way that once you answer the quiz, your responses will be sent to you, but not your scores. Because I just saw someone in the chat box said that they received their scores. which I don't believe that is the case, because the quiz that we have, the scores have not been released yet, right? So you finish the quiz, yes, and the response the questions that you answered, so that we don't have any issues at the end of the day. But once this digital literacy course period is over, that is when we'll release the scores for everyone. And where would you see these scores, you might ask? So first and foremost, an email will be sent to you with your score, and also if you log into the tab, you'll see it under your grades. You'll be able to see your score there. So the people asking for next steps. So next step, first and foremost, let's not jump the hurdle. So let us start from where we are. This is the digital literacy phase. It's for each and every one of you, about 56,000 of you, to actually go through it. So the idea here is, even if you don't make the final cut of the main program, you've at least been imparted with some knowledge, right? Because for many, I know SDGs is not a familiar concept. IT governance is not a familiar concept. Cyber hygiene is also not familiar. So the idea is you've been introduced to this concept, and it should build you further. You should also disseminate it to other people across you, because cyber hygiene is for everyone. SDGs is for everyone. I mean, we all know how hot it is now. So if we abide by some of these SDGs, I mean, climate change might be a thing of the past, right? So that's the main idea. So now, after this digital literacy phase, so it will take about a week to 2 weeks for everybody to finish the digital literacy, because we want as many people as we can to do the digital literacy, to do the assessment before we go ahead and move on to the next step. So many might ask, what is this next step, right? So the next step is, after this digital literacy, there will be a sort of collegiate, whereby everybody in the present implementation team will sit down and will take a decision based on what you scored in the digital literacy, of course, the highest, and will also make special provisions for women, right? And for persons with disability. So these are the two important criteria that we all need to know. We'll make special provisions for these two categories. Then we'll admit others, right? So I believe the admission numbers that we're looking at now is, out of 56,000 of you, we're looking to take about 5,000 or more. But we're still revising that number.
Yes, the number must be increased.
Yes, we're still revising that number, because since a lot of you have shown interest, right? So we're looking to increase that number. We're looking to increase that capacity, so that we can train as many of you as possible.
Well, also a point to clarify, I think, so that they don't get discouraged, this program, as long as you have passed, you have taken the quiz, and you have attained the minimum score, most definitely you are going to be admitted for the course you apply for. So be rest assured, continue learning.
Yes.
Your quiz will be reviewed. Yes. An email will be sent to those that have passed.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So I think, is there any questions online?
Yeah, so I think I can see a lot of people asking, do we ignore the IKE website? Of course, as I mentioned, the LMS link is actually in the description, right? So it's learn.baseuniversity.edu.ng. That is it. And when you go there, there's only one quiz, right? So the one where a lot of you are having issues, you're seeing multiple quizzes, that is from the ideas.ikeme.com LMS, so which has been discarded.
So also they need to understand this. Why we have different versions of the LMS, it was because we are trying to find out the best platform.
Yes.
That Nigerians can be able to use, because I believe a lot, this is their first time of taking course online.
Yes.
So if you have a system that is difficult for individuals to use, then it will be a problem.
Yes.
So this transition, changing from this to that, is so that we are trying to find out the best platform that Nigerians can be able to use,